you're going to need a fan. If you're young, then you can get like wrinkle spray. You need a thick mattress topper, y'all. I promise you, that was my biggest mistake. Hey guys, it's me, Dihanna, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be giving you guys dorm essentials, things that you guys will need for your dorms. I am actually an upcoming sophomore at North Carolina A&T State University. I just finished my freshman year about a week ago, actually. And yeah, so I know firsthand what you need, what you don't need. So this video will be to give you guys all the goods. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I have my iPad here and I have things kind of just broken up in categories. So first I'm gonna start with technology. I have iPad, a phone, Beats, AirPods, laptop, speaker. You definitely will need like the outlet thing. There's like this thing where it's like an outlet. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. It's like an outlet and it has like all the portables and it's like an extension cord. So you can like charge your iPad, your phone, your Beats, your tablet all at the same time, and then extra chargers. So for me personally, I used my iPad to take all my notes. I didn't actually use notebooks at all. I used my laptop to do my online assignments. I used my iPad to do my notes, and then obviously I had my phone, and then I used both Beats and AirPods. I know a lot of people are like headphones people, or they're like earplugs. I used both. Those are definitely things you will need. Okay, next I have cleaning supplies. Now, this is probably going to be a little bit different for me. I know at my school personally, we did have janitors that came and cleaned our rooms 5 times a week. Not our specific rooms, but our like suite. You are an incoming freshman at North Carolina A&T. I stayed in Barbie Hall, which if you're a freshman and you're not in the honors college, you will probably be placed on the south side of campus, and the south side includes Curtis, Van Story, Oro, Barbie, Holland, Spate. So those are the dorms, and then those are all girls dorms, and then Barbie's co-ed, and then for boys, if you're a freshman, you're not in honors, you probably stay in Cooper. We had people cleaning our suite, so we had our common area always cleaned up 5 times a week, and then we had our bathrooms always cleaned. So I didn't really clean my bathroom or my suite myself, but my room I did clean. And for that, I needed a broom to just sweep dust. Swifter. I know a lot of people say they don't mop and things. I needed to mop because I'm young. I don't really like mopping, so Swifter did the job for me. You'll definitely need laundry detergent, Windex. I say just a general cleaning spray. Like I said, I was in college. I'm young. I clean. I like having my areas clean, but I also don't use like Fabuloso and all these like elaborate things. So I just had a general cleaning spray that I didn't use like on my glass. I would just spray like a general cleaning spray. And then I had air freshener for the bathroom and also for my room, dryer sheets, and then you know those little, I don't even know what they're called, like the little air freshening dots or whatever. I use those. And then also paper towels. You'll definitely need paper towels just in case people come in your room. You don't want them using your own towels that you'll have. And then also just to clean, you'll want paper towels instead of like regular cloths. And then maybe toilet paper. For me, I brought so much toilet paper and I didn't use any of it because our suite came with toilet paper, and when the janitors came to clean it up, they always had toilet paper. Also wipes for girls, and I think guys should use wipes too. Just use wipes when you're on your cycle, and when you do a number 2, you should be using wipes. And then you're going to need a big trash can. With the big trash can, make sure you get trash bags. If you're not gonna bring toilet paper because your school already has it, just bring Kleenex because you're going to get sick when you're in college. You will get sick. And then I also had hand soap. Then also I would say, I know a lot of schools, they don't allow candles, but if you can sneak in a candle and you know that you're gonna like dim it once you're gone, I'd bring one just because it makes the room smell cleaner and more like a home. Or a good alternative to this is something that I had the little air freshener plugins. Okay, next I have the biggest category. This is just like the general day-to-day category. So you're going to need a fan. I know at least for us at my HBC, they cut off the air conditioner in my dorm, residence hall, and all along the south side during the summertime. Next thing you're gonna need is a long mirror and a vanity mirror. Long mirror just to, you know, make sure that you look nice throughout the day. And then a vanity mirror. I don't know how I survived the whole year without a vanity mirror. Definitely will be bringing a vanity mirror next year. Next thing I'd say is a steamer and an iron. I don't think you need both. I feel like either or could go, but it doesn't hurt to have both. Me, I just had a steamer. And then if you're really young, like the youngest young, then you can get like wrinkle spray. I don't know if that works. I've never used it, but next thing you're gonna need is pillows. Y'all, decorative pillows, that's fine, that's great. Get like an actual pillow. I had one pillow and it was so cheap. I promise you that pillow was probably 78 cents. Y'all, that pillow was so flat. My back would hurt, my neck would hurt. Like I really had no support. Like my pillow was literally a centimeter. So make sure you're getting like thick, fluffy pillows, and I'd say get at least 2. And then with that, in my room, I had like a pillow headboard. I didn't have a real headboard just because I feel like that was gonna take up too much space, and they are cute, but I didn't feel like I needed that. So next you're going to need a mattress topper. I say mattress topper, I mean a thick, expensive one, y'all. Next you're gonna need storage bins. Personally, if you're an out-of-state student, especially too, when you're packing, I would say put your clothes in storage based on the season, just so you have more space in your closet and your drawers. Make sure you have a step stool or an ottoman, and if your ottoman is higher, you can use that as a step stool. I feel like that's a good hack for storage too. Next, you'll definitely need a wagon. Especially when you're moving in and moving out, you're gonna need a wagon. But I also kind of use the wagon for laundry. I also use the wagon for grocery shopping. And the next thing, y'all, this was my biggest mistake. I came to college without a true laundry bin. I had a laundry bin literally this big, this tiny and small, and so many times, because I'd have to fit a certain amount of clothes. So many times washers and dryers would get taken away from me because I didn't have all my clothes with me at one time. And then the 2 minutes that I went back up to my room to get my next load, somebody filled up their load immediately. And also get a laundry bin with wheels or get the laundry backpack. Y'all, I promise you, that was my biggest mistake this whole year. If you don't listen to anything else I tell you in this video, get a laundry backpack or get a laundry bin with wheels that you can take down an elevator. Next is just like organization. So I'd say like a makeup organizer. I had a makeup organizer. I had a jewelry organizer. And then just like organizers for the desk so you can put like pens and pencils and things like that. The next I have like shower. That's like my next category is like shower. You're gonna need shower shoes, and you also need a shower caddy. Also put maybe a curtain depending on your school. I don't know if everyone's schools gives them curtains. Ours came with curtains, but we ended up buying our own just because they were like really cheap. So if you guys want your own curtains, I definitely recommend that too. You need a body towel, you'll need washcloths, and you'll need hand towels. Make sure you get that. Make sure they're not cheap so they're not shedding all over you. And then I'd also say a robe. Also something that I didn't think I was gonna need that I definitely ended up needing is I'd say slippers for the dorm. Decoration. You're gonna be in your dorm for more than you're at home. Decorate your dorm because that's where you're gonna be at. That's where you're gonna lay your head. That's where you're gonna study. That's where you're gonna have friends over. That's where you're going to make the most memories. With that, you can have picture frames, lights, wallpaper. Next, I would say a planner and a calendar. Now, for a planner and calendar, you're going to want to have one on your phone and your laptop. So have like Notion or Google Calendar or Apple Calendar. But I feel like it really helps when you can see things like in your room too. So I know a lot of my friends had a whiteboard. Me personally, I had a calendar where I actually wrote things down, and it was a whiteboard, and I could write a to-do list on it and things like that. Depending on what type of note person you are, I know a lot of professors actually like when you have handwritten notes. But if you use your iPad and you write on, I use Notability and I just use the regular notes app too. And you can print those notes off too, and those are technically handwritten too, and you can just print those off. But if you don't want to go through the hassle of printing things off and you want to just take handwritten notes, have a notebook, pencils and pens. You'll need a folder though. You will need a folder and like a binder, but I don't personally think you need a notebook, but you will need pencils and pens. You're going to need hangers for your closet, and then with the hangers, I'd have like the extender, like the hanger extenders, lint roller, and then I'd say a Tide pen, especially if you're messy like me. Next are clothes. Now, I want to go on a little rant about clothes for a bit. Okay, so with clothes, the way that you pack your clothes and your shoes is very important. I brought so many clothes that I didn't need that are currently in storage right now, and I don't even have them at home with me because I didn't have space to pack it back here. But what I will say is make sure you bring clothes that you actually wear. If you hadn't worn it in years, do not pack it. And also all the little cute like going out tops, you're going to need more comfortable sets that are cute than going out tops, because on your day-to-day, you're gonna just be going to class, studying, doing work, going to meetings. So I'd say bring business casual, business professional, a lot of cute, comfortable sets, workout clothes if you're like into the gym. Even if you're not, you're probably going to get into it. Because me, I didn't work out, and then I got to college and I found myself in the gym every now and then. And then, you know, a few going out tops and skirts and things like that for parties. But other than that, don't bring too many things. You're not gonna need snow boots. You're not gonna need, like, unless you're going to school in Colorado, y'all, please save yourself the space. Next, I have backpacks and bags. Me, I liked going out with my friends and things like that, so I liked having different purses, and then also like going on dates, so I'd have like a cute little purse for the occasion. But you don't need an excessive amount of bags, y'all. I had so many bags, tote bags and things like that. But the main thing I will say is just make sure that whatever you have in your tote bag or your backpack like doesn't hurt your like shoulders or your back. Make sure it's good quality too, because you don't want to keep buying backpacks and things. So just spend $100-$200 on the bag so that you don't have to keep spending the $25 on the bag when it keeps ripping and getting stained and things like that. Next is medicine. You're going to get sick, y'all. Don't know why. Came to school with no painkillers, no Advil, no Tylenol, no medicine that could actually help. And with the essay, a heating pad too, y'all. I don't know how I went the whole school year without a heating pad. Emergency, you're going to get a cold, y'all. When you get to campus, literally within the first month, if you haven't gotten sick already, I don't know how you did it. But you're gonna get sick. Like the first month you're in school, you're gonna get a cold. You might catch the flu. A lot of people catch the flu. Some people got COVID. Like, you're gonna get sick. Some way or another, you're gonna need medicine. And then the last thing I have is a first aid kit. Not completely necessary, but there was a few times that I needed a Band-Aid and I would just ask like one of my friends. But the next thing I have is food and drinks. So for food and drinks, I have a coffee maker. Once again, not a need, but for me, somebody who is very busy throughout the school year, I would have much rather just had a coffee maker and make my own coffee than to keep going to get coffee and using dining dollars on coffee every single day. And the next I would say is make sure you stock up on water bottles or just have a Brita water filter. Y'all, I didn't really have water bottles. So the times I would drink water was like when I went to the dining hall, and that's like not good. Like, you should be drinking 8 cups of water a day. And then with that, I'd say make sure you have like a big water bottle. I had a Stanley and a Walla, and sometimes I would just fill that up and then I would drink that throughout the day. And then if your dorm doesn't have a refrigerator or a microwave, make sure you have a refrigerator and a microwave. You will need that. And then with that, have a freezer too. And with the snacks that you bring, make sure that it's food that you actually eat. Definitely stock up on pizza rolls, Hot Pockets, ramen. And I will also say have a tea kettle or something to just heat up water in. You're definitely gonna need to be taking tea throughout the year. 1, because tea is just healthy, and 2, when you get sick with a cold, you wanna make sure you have tea. And then silverware and like pots and pans. Now, this kind of only goes if your dorm has like a kitchen. For most freshmen, that is a luxury, but if it doesn't, I wouldn't waste money on it. But having like plastic silverware is good every now and then. There's a few times that I had cereal, so I would have like a plastic bowl, plastic silverware. But I don't think you need anything crazy. Like, and then I'd say if you really need it, like have an ice maker or ice cubes, if you want your water to be extra cold. And then the last category I have is just random, and that's just like command strips, tapes, and scissors, because those are just things that you're gonna find yourself needing. If you want to hang up something, you're always gonna need scissors for something, and then tape. And yeah, if you recently just graduated high school and you are going on to college, congratulations. It is going to be such an amazing chapter. I will say for me, I loved really my freshman year so much. So just make sure that you're living in the moment. Make sure you have a college advice video, but I will be dropping another one since I am completely finished. Definitely be on the lookout for that. But like I said, congratulations to all the new graduates. And if you're not a new graduate and you're just here watching, thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really hope it helped you guys, because I wish I would have watched videos like this when I was going into college freshman year. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below which videos you guys want to see next. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.